Okay, hello. It is the middle of the night, and I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to, before I go to bed tonight, so you have something for tomorrow. You can see this book is called Big Mama Makes the World, and it's the creation story, I suppose. Phyllis Root is a beautiful children's writer. I really love her. I love these pictures as well. Helen Oxenbury is really well known for this sort of thing, but these are way better than what she usually does. They're really pretty. Fat fluffy clouds are gorgeous. When Big Mama made the world, she didn't mess about. There was water everywhere. And Big Mama saw what needed to be done. She rolled up her sleeves and went to it. It wasn't easy either with that little baby on her hip. But nothing stops Big Mama. Not for a second. Light, said Big Mama. And would you believe it, there was light. Dark, said Big Mama. And there was the dark, as big as the light. You two have work to do, Big Mama said, and no fooling around. Sorry, that's very hard to see. Then Big Mama looked at the light in the dark, and she looked at that little baby looking at the light in the dark and smiling and gurgling, and she said, good. That's very, very good. And that's how the first day went by. The next day Big Mama looked around. I can't tell my up from my down, she said. We better have some sky here. And there it was, the big sky, wrapping around everything as soft and blue as a baby's blanket. There wasn't much else yet, but the water and the light and the dark and the sky were all doing what Big Mama wanted them to do, and she was pleased. Good, she said. That's very, very good. And the second day went by. The next day Big Mama looked around again and said, we've got light and we've got dark, but I still can't tell what time of day it is. How am I going to know when it's morning or evening or time to put the baby down for a nap? What Big Mama wants, Big Mama gets. That's how it is. Sun, said Big Mama, you take care of this day business for me. Moon, said Big Mama, you take care of the night. Big Mama made the stars too in case the moon overslept. And then she looked at the sun and the moon filling up her sky. And she nodded and smiled and said, good. That's very, very good. And that's how the third day went by. Oh, I made a mistake. The next morning, Big Mama got up with the sun and said, we need a place to put our feet down when they need putting down. She knew there'd be some feet putting down soon. That baby of hers was growing every day. Earth, said Big Mama, come here. And it did. A big ball of mud it was, not much to look at. Baby liked it just the way it was, but Big Mama had hardly even started. I need some grass to wriggle my toes in, said Big Mama. And some old shady trees to hang a hammock in, and some papayas and oranges and plums to eat. So it was, just like she said. Little baby sucked on a mango, and there were grass and trees and fruit all over the place, as if someone had tipped up a fruit stall. Big Mama looked at the earth and said, good. That's very, very good. And that was the fourth day went by. Most people would have been happy to leave it at that. Big Mama doesn't call a job done till it's finished and finished properly. Big Mama looked at the water and earth and trees and sky and sun and moon and stars, and she said, it's too quiet down there. We'd better have some whales and some birds and some fish. So of course that's exactly what happened. Soon there were more whales and minnows and parrots and crows than a little baby could shake a stick at, which a little baby could do if a little baby wanted to, now that Big Mama had made the trees full of sticks. Big Mama looked at all the commotion and she said, "Good, that's very, very good." And that's how the 5th day went by. Big Mama had nearly had enough. Making a world was a lot of work, what with the laundry piling up and the plates that needed washing. She thought she'd finish things off in one big bang. "I need some creepers and crawlers," she said, "some runners and jumpers, some diggers and divers, and anyone else who wants to be created. Now's your chance." Hedgehogs and lizards, otters and snakes, rabbits and polar bears. That's how Big Mama made them all. One big bang. But she hadn't finished yet. "Oh no, I'm lonely," said Big Mama. "Who's going to sit on the step and tell stories with me? Not you creepers and crawlers, not you diggers and divers. Sorry, you're good friends, but none of you can tell a story. And all this little baby can say so far is goo goo gaga. I need some people to keep me company." Oh, the pig looks so worried. And it's even a mole. And a mouse. And a frog. So Big Mama scooped up some leftover mud and she pushed and pulled and she poked and pried, and the next thing you know there were people everywhere. Big people and little people, fat people and thin people, all sorts of shades of people. And every one of them had a story to tell Big Mama. "Good," said Big Mama. "That's very, very good." And that's how the 6th day went by. The Big Mama and all the people sitting on the step, laughing and talking while the sun went down. Big Mama was ready for a rest now, ready to curl up with that little baby of hers in the big blue blanket of sky, but she had one more thing to do. She lined up all the people and said, "This is a fine world we've got here, and you better take good care of it. I'm taking a day off now, but I'll be keeping an eye on you." That's what she said, and she meant it. And every now and again, when she's burping the baby or baking biscuits, her Big Mama looks down and says, "You better straighten up down there." And every now and again she looks down on this beautiful little world she's made, and she nods and smiles and says, "Good. That's very, very good." Pretty fluffy